A hopeful heart, ages well. That is the quote that was submitted in the Morning Five Planner. And so I woke up this morning, right? Woke up this morning at 3:50. Should have got up at 3:40. Just being honest. Got up at 3:50. Should have gotten up at 3:40. I forgot that I need that extra 10 minutes because we've been, as a team, my team and I were reading 10 pages of a book, which we finished our third book. As a team, we're reading 10 pages of a book, and so I had to make the adjustment to 3:40 instead of 3:50 because it takes me 10 extra minutes, but I've been on the road and I forgot, and I set it for 3:50 instead of 3:40. So anyways, you don't need all that information. My microphone is bouncing on me, which driving me nuts. Stop moving. Stop. Okay. Grabbed my big old purple cup of ice water, went downstairs and grabbed this thing, which this one's just a prop for the show. It's not the one I actually use, but Monday, July 20th, 2026, Morning Five Planner. Use it every single day. And at the top of that planner is a quote submitted by actual members of our community, which, by the way, we're going to have to start collecting quotes next month. So be prepared. All right, be prepared. Make it easy on me this year where you're ready. Every year we have to collect about 250 original individual favorite quotes and so on and so forth. Every year we got to collect them. And that's going to be coming up. So, but I opened up the planner. Today's quote: "A hopeful heart ages well." And I thought about this because, for multiple reasons. One, I have lived in a season of my life where I did not have hope, and I didn't age well. As a matter of fact, I almost aged out because I had lost hope. And I see it sometimes with other people in this community. Being a guy who has a lot of kids, I see it sometimes in my kids. Sometimes my kids can't see past right now, right? Can't see past right now. Can't see past today. They lose hope, and that can be hard, when your kids are struggling to see past the current season that they're in. And so when I read that this morning, I thought, man, there are so many things that are true in this life, and this is one of them. This is one of them. When we have something to look forward to, this is why spirituality and faith is so important. When we have something to look forward to beyond our current existence, the idea of aging, right, becomes one that we can look forward to versus one that we dread. And the energy of hope will take you so much further than the energy of dread. Good morning and welcome to the #1 morning show in America. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 9, author, speaker, and the founder of 800%.life. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning. How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, July 20th, 2026. That's right. It's Monday, July 20th, 2026. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, July 20th, 2026. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right. I'm back home where it is 518 days until my 50th birthday. That's right. Start celebrating now. If you have big gifts that you want to send me that are going to take a while to get here, 518 days until my 50th birthday. My 50th birthday is an important one to me. It's an important one to me because, not because I want you to send me presents for my 50th birthday. I'm joking about that. My 50th birthday is an important birthday because I made a promise to my wife once I began on this entrepreneur journey. I used to be a guy who had the opportunity to lead the second largest used car franchise dealership in the United States of America. And in that job, I made great money and there was tons of stability. And I worked for an incredible pair of owners that gave me every opportunity that completely transformed my life. Now, when I decided to walk away from that, I took my wife, my kids, myself, and we jumped off the deep end. We jumped into the deep end, going from stability to absolute no, like we didn't even know what the heck we were doing. No stability whatsoever, right? From dry land into the depths of the ocean of entrepreneurship, if you want to look at it that way. Now, at the time, that was back in 2018, so it's been 8 years, and I told my wife, I said, hey, when I turn 50, my promise to you is if you'll support me through this, if you will know and understand that I'm going to do everything I can for the future of our family, and you will support me and allow me to do the things that I know we need to do, that God has put on my heart, then when I turn 50 years old, we will be in a position as a family that you, my love, my beautiful bride, you will be able to choose what life looks like post Glenn's 50th birthday. That financially we'll be in a place to choose. That the way we've built our business will be in a place to choose. That when it comes to our strength and our health and our relationship, we'll be in a place to choose, right? Like complete freedom. She can choose whatever direction she wants to go. Now, knowing my wife, she's likely going to choose for me to get my butt out the house and get out of her way so she can keep doing what it is that she does. She'll probably want to stay where she's at, probably want to continue to raise the kids the way we raise the kids. My wife is a very traditional woman. It doesn't take much to satisfy her whatsoever. She's amazing. With that said, though, I made the deadline, and by golly, we're going to reach it. So it's 518 days to my 50th birthday. And I'm coming to you live from Lexington, where so much has happened and is happening and will be happening that it's making my head spin. Like, for real, legit. Sometimes I feel like my head is just spinning around, spinning around, spinning around. Since the completion of a High Rocks event. So June 6th, about 6 weeks ago, I completed a High Rocks event in New York. In New York, I completed a High Rocks event. So from the completion of the High Rocks event to traveling all over the place, there's been tons of travel. I can't even tell you how many cities I've been in over the last 6 weeks, to some major shifts in my business, to some new technology that is being released within our organization that I'm super excited about, to new relationships with incredible human beings from all over the world, to 4th of July. We had a 4th of July party. That was a big deal. Then in-person workshops. We had 57 owners and general managers of car dealerships that were in person for a workshop here in Lexington, Kentucky, to a dealer retreat in Boulder, Colorado, with about 20 more owners and general managers of, well, pretty much all owners. This was all owners of car dealerships. where we were rock climbing and doing all kinds of crazy things, to some new deadlines that are now in place, to some emerging technology and emerging new platform that I've got in place, to some AI announcements that I've got in place, to some conference takeovers that we've got in place, to some shifts in my fitness that are now in place, to the kids camps that have been happening all summer long, to softball, to football, to new connections, new relationships, a changing of the guards with BWC. Then there's this show, 5:30 in the morning, 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 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, over 2,000 episodes, not to mention 800% club content. And then my daughter, Savannah, she's killing it on social media. It's amazing. Then on top of that, you've got teenager dynamic. Then you've got book clubs and meetings and meetings and meetings on meetings on meetings. Oh, and by the way, I had a surgery. Can't have any more babies. Then there's church. Then there's prayer. Then there's the relationship with God. And then there's a closing date. And then there's an announcement. There's an announcement coming up on August 12th. Mark your calendars. Massive announcement coming up August 12th. And bro, I got to tell you, like, what a ride, dude. What a ride we are on right now. And what's crazy is we almost missed all of it. We almost missed the entire ride. Can't even imagine that. But here we are. You ready? Let's do some dancing. Now, for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show. This is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching this show live or you're watching this show on replay, say what's up, and I will say what's up back. All right? Mr. Mike Rendine, thanks for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Russell Tabone is in the building. Great to see you, Russell. Tara Hope is in the building as well. Great to see you, Tara. I see Rodney Rock Hatfield is in the building. Pastor Jeff. What up, Pastor Jeff? Great to see you this morning. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And something that I wanted to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do it today. I think I should do this. Hopefully I can do it time. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I can do that. All right, perfect. I also want to say good morning to Brittany Woolard. Brittany Woolard watches on replay. Great to see you, Brittany. I see Angel Snow Shaved Ice LLC. I don't remember exactly who that is, but good morning to you. Sharon Falk. What up, Sharon? Great to see you this morning. I didn't win my big race, but I did complete it. Judy Tebow, thanks for always being here. I appreciate you, Judy. I really, really do. Jennifer Irwin Perry is in the building on a regular basis. Thanks for swinging by, Jennifer. It always means the world to me. Kathy Camacho is in the building every single day. Thanks for being here, Kathy. Marilyn Wilkin is a replay viewer now, I believe, which is amazing. Changing of guards over there at BWC. Jennifer, I already said good morning to her. Larry Molinix, regularly watching on replay. Beth Lucchese, watching on replay. Angela Heath, how are you this morning? Robert Migliaccio, thanks for being in the building. I greatly appreciate you as well for always stopping by and being a part of 800%. It matters so much that you stop by. You have no idea how much it means to me. Trisha Rue is in the building. Thanks for being here this morning, Trisha Rue. I greatly appreciate it. Malika Starr is in the building. Thanks for being here, Malika. I see Rachel. What's up, Rachel Guidry? How are you this morning? Thanks for being here. Spencer Nicholson is in the building as well right now. Dwayne Moser. Good morning, Dwayne Moser. How are you? Alan is in the building. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we got to love the replay family, right? Liza Myers-Borges in the building. Liza, are you still out of town, or did you make it back home? I was thinking you might still be on a different time zone. I am having an issue with the show just repeating itself over and over, but looks like everyone else is watching it okay. and I'll try the replay. Well, that's weird, Liza. Yeah, hit the reset on that. That is for sure. Man, Facebook does some crazy stuff, bro. Crazy stuff. Marilyn Wilkins on the live today, she said. All right, so yeah, sorry about that, Liza. Hopefully you can catch the replay. Robert Pollard in the building. Thanks for being here. Judith Coletti in the building. Thank you for being here. Scott Simons in the building. Scott, I've got to give you a call. Some updates I gotta run through. And over by you, Trisha Rue. Thank you for being here. Greg Becker, thank you for being here as well. All right, couple of quick little announcements, and then we're going to end on time today, so don't worry about that. We should anyway. But I just wanted to let you know, so we just had this in-person workshop here last week for owners and GMs. We have another in-person workshop coming up September 8th and 9th. September 8th and 9th. This is a workshop for salespeople. Anybody in sales, if you are a leader of an organization and you have salespeople, you're going to want to send them September 8th and 9th. Go to 800%.life/events, 800%.life/events, and send your salespeople, or you as a salesperson, come join us September 8th and 9th right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Kendall McDonald, thanks for being here. Tony Schmidt, thanks for being here. This will be an intense. I will be doing some training. Sam will be training. Evan will be training. All things sales in the modern era. Listen, it's 2026, folks. Sales has changed drastically. So you got to make sure you're on top of the game. You want to make sure you're on top of the technology. You want to make sure you have all of the opportunities to be as successful as humanly possible. And so make sure you join us September 8th and 9th right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Go to 800%.life/events.
Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Beyond the watch, there are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Beyond the watch, the gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. He can't beat death, but he can beat death in life, sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There is no other feeling like that. You will be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way. You will line straight to perfect laughter. It's the only movement there is.
Imagine going left instead of right. Imagine choosing ease when you should have chose hard. Imagine, if you will, with me for a moment, please, today. I want you to imagine there's no show. There's no show here today. There's no show ever. There's no hashtag rise and grind. Just imagine a world with no hashtag rise and grind. It's probably easier for you to do than it is me. Imagine no breakfast with champions, no COVID clubhouse moment. For those of you that have been hanging around with me for a really long time, imagine no Saturday morning sales meeting being live streamed all the way across the country. You see, I think about things like that all the time. I think about it all the time, how one decision, one choice, compounded. Like what a tangled web of possibilities this thing called life can be. Am I right? Like if you're off track, you could like read a book and that book could transform everything for you. I read a book called The Liberty of Our Language Revealed, and in that book it talked about putting a family member in the center of the room and telling them the things that you love about them, and doing that on a nightly basis in your family. And I was already doing nightly gratitude where my family would all say something that they're thankful for, but we weren't putting a kid in the middle and telling them what we love about them. And so I read that book. And after reading that book, I decided to start putting my kids in the middle and telling them everything that we love about them. Not everything, but each person telling them one thing that they love about them. And now, fast forward, I see how that one decision has kept my family tight, has created bonds within my family that would have never been built before. And more importantly, I can already see in the future that my kids are going to sit with their kids and have their kids in the center of the room being told what they love about them. If you are off track, one book, you can read one book, get one idea, one concept, and it can change everything. If you need a boost in your life, like you can just get in the right room. Sometimes just being in the right room with the right people can be an incredible boost. Over the last week, for the 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I guess for five straight days, I was just in the room and surrounded by incredible people. And just being in the room, surrounded by those amazing humans, no agenda, no expectation, nothing other than to serve and to learn and to connect. Like, it's invigorating, dude. I'm inspired. I wake up at 3:50 this morning like I'm jacked. I got to see my old buddy Cliff, that him and I used to work together in Flagstaff, Arizona. I got an opportunity to see him. I got to see my original mentor, Jason Kitts, the first guy to ever bring me into the business. I got to see a girl that I went to high school with, Valerie Arlene. Her and Jason and I all got to hang out and have lunch in Boulder, Colorado. But sometimes, like, you need a boost in your life, dude. You just got to get in a different room. You can break a habit. You can build a habit. Maybe you have an idea. You can start on that idea today. Maybe there's something that's not working in your life. You can choose to stop that. You can just choose to stop that thing that's not working in you. I just chose to get nicotine out of my life back in Easter, around Easter. I'm like, I just don't want it anymore. Just choose. One year, 2 year, 3 year. Like, you just make the choice, and then 1 year goes by, 2 years goes by, 3 years goes by, and you look back, you're like, holy crap, if I would have went left instead of going right, if I would have went right instead of going left. Dude, I used to hate to run. Like, I hated to run. I didn't understand why anybody would want to run. I did the running thing even though I hated it. I talked about how much I hated running while I was running. I thought about how much I hated running while I was running. I trained for a marathon and I hated running. I hate running. Didn't understand hate running. And then guess what, dude? Last freaking week, I'm on the road and I'm like, golly, I really need to run. We went bouldering and I climbed some big rocks out there in Colorado. Next morning, my body's a little sore and I'm like, man, I need to run, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, now, dude, running takes me places. I've ran in some of the most inspiring environments in the country. Every time I'm on the road, I'm looking for a trail. I'm looking for a place to run. I'm running on the beach. I'm running next to the ocean. I'm running in the woods. I'm running next to lakes. I'm running through beautiful neighborhoods. Like, dude, I used to just go like hotel to hotel to hotel. It wasn't very inspiring. Now, like when I'm on the road, I'm like, find me a trail. Dude, I ran through a freaking winery one time. It was beautiful, man. Running takes me places, but I hated to run. You see, it's crazy because it all just adds up, dude. And it all matters. Here's where my head is at this morning. Like, not only does it add up, these decisions we make, but they matter, dude. Like, every word you say matters, even the ones that you think don't. Every word that you don't say matters, even if you think that it won't. Every action that you take, every non-action, like not taking action, every idea, every emotion acted upon, or every emotion left to die, it all matters. Right now, I'm reading. There's a story so on Sundays, ChatGPT helps me create stories that I read to my little girls. I read to them every Sunday night if I'm home, and in those stories, we've been in a 3-part series over the last 3 weeks. It's been really an incredible series, and last night, as I read to them in the little 3-part series, there's a part where this book that is hidden underneath a library, it's the book that was never written, and they unlock the door and they find this book that was never written, and the book starts writing itself, and every time it writes itself, something bad happens for the kids, right? Like, the book's like, and then the door was locked and the kids go to unlock the door and it can't get in, and it's like, and then the monster came out of the book, and then they turn around and there's the monster, right? Like, the book is writing itself until the kids grab the crowns out of Caroline's backpack and they start to write it themselves. So the question I have for you this morning is, who is writing your story? Who is writing your story? When I was young, I used to read. My favorite author was Piers Anthony. And I actually have a tattoo on my back of one of the characters from his book in the series. It was called the Xanth series. I don't know if anybody's ever read any of those before. I'm seeing like almost no comments, so I don't know if you guys are just leaning in and listening, or if the Facebook thing is broke. Liza sent a message, said Facebook's being crazy. For those of you that are on the replay, hopefully it doesn't affect you at all. But Piers Anthony wrote this Xanth series, and when I was young, I used to read it all the time, man. And it was a series about a magical place. A series about a magical place that you could go, and every time you would go to Xanth, there was an adventure. What's up, Ramon Ray? Great to see you. Every time I would go to Xanth, it was an adventure for me. And I grew up like where we always had just enough, but there was never surplus. There was never extra. And my mom worked really, really hard, and my dad worked really, really hard, and my stepdad worked really, really hard. And I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. I had a lot of identity issues. My skin was too dark to be white, too light to be black. And so I would open these books and I would go to Xanth, man. And when I would go to Xanth, it was just filled with adventure. And there was risk that was being taken every day. And there was magic. Like, the land of Xanth is so freaking magical. And there were acts of heroism. And there was elevation and ascension and levels. And there was like this just awareness of the spirit of human beings, of people actually like going out and living, man, breaking out of that comfortable area, that comfortable zone, and just going out and truly living in a way where it could go either way. Every page, you're turning the page and you're like, holy crap, he might go left and he might go right and she might go up and she might go down, and I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to end, but every time I would read those books, they would take me to a place that was outside of where I was. Because where I was might have been just a small room with a mattress. But through this book, I could travel. I could travel the universe. And it was beautiful and memorable and impactful. And I think just reading those books, like when I think about it, I think just reading those books, I mean, they affect me emotionally, like thinking about them right now. I think just reading those books convinced me that my life will be filled with adventure. My life will be filled with risk. My life will be filled with magic. My life will be filled with acts of heroism. So this morning, as I was writing today's show, I just wanted to share with you, man, like right now, my life is a crazy whirlwind and my head is spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And there's cities to go into and partnerships and deals and opportunity and impact and kids and sports and my gosh, dude, and a countdown to 50 years old, 518 days away, and every day is a freaking adventure, bro. And I personally wouldn't have it any other way. And I've got my pen and I'm writing the story every single day. I'm not letting the book write the story for me, dude. I'm not letting the book write the story for me. Because I know I want the adventure. I want the crazy. I don't want it to be easy. I don't want it to be comfortable. I don't want it to be predictable. I want it to go left and to go right. And I want to be able to look back and say, dude, I freaking lived, man. I did the freaking thing. And so I don't know who in this room needs to hear that and come on this freaking journey with me. I don't need to know who needs to go pick up a Xanth novel and go on an adventure. I don't know whether you need to go left or you need to go right. I can't tell you that. Here's what I do know. I freaking love you, bro. I love you so much. So much. Like, you and I are children of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you and I to be the best versions of ourselves we can possibly be. Not average versions, not a little bit below average, not even a little bit above. Absolute best. Make it an adventure, man. Make it an adventure. Make it fun. Because if you remember from the very beginning of a show, a hopeful heart ages well. I want you to age well, dude. We are so young yet. We are so young yet. There is so much runway out in front of us. Have fun. Play. If it's not working for you, change it. Like, grab the pen. Write the story. I want to read it. I want to read your story of triumph. I want to read your story of heroism. I want to read your adventure. Like, I want to read it. I want to be a part of it. I want to connect with it. I want your story to take me off to a magical, emotional, impactful place that transforms all of the future history. You feel me? So listen, I know I'm a little bit all over the place this morning. I'm a little bit emotional this morning in a really powerful and positive way. Jamal McCoy, my boy, is in the room. What's up, Jamal? So great to see you, sir. So great to see you. I love you so freaking much. Samantha Groves, thank you for being here. I'm gonna let you guys go. I said we'd be on time, and then I went over. I'm gonna let you guys go. But listen, I'm cheering for you. I really am. I'm cheering for you. And just know, man, like, maybe it's time you need to go right instead of left. Maybe it's time you need to go left instead of right. Whatever it is, like, seek the adventure, seek the magic. It might get a little crazy at times, but man, it's amazing how much peace you can find in the middle of a storm. It's really, really incredible. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on #Rise and Grind. Love you guys. Peace.
You're not so far away. I saw you not so long ago. Was it just yesterday? Got that old feeling that I know. In the dark of the night, I'll be alright. The sun will